page, which is not something we've done a lot on this site. Just keeping the pages to a minimum and trying to do it mobile friendly, long page sort of style. I can make a new page. I've got this one content type, add content, page and layout. This is the all singing, all dancing content kind of form. So I'm working on the gardening one, the gardening thing, which is beautiful. I've got it here. So I've got a article, quite a complicated PDF, beautiful pictures and things. The best way to do this would be to cut it up and put it into sections on the site, which you could sort of do because there is a concept of a row, and you can put, so there's this row concept, and then you can put a image or text or something into the rows. So maybe I'll go that far. I'm going relatively quickly through this stuff. Anyway, we can do this. Pick all these things and do it. But the easiest way is to add a text block at the start and just write an intro and format that, and then attach a PDF to it somewhere.
Do you want those clippers back?
I'm not sure that I set this thing up to because it's just
Yeah, you just click one.
text with a link. So this will work. So I just say this, give it a title. I'm just starting to try and start off at the top level where we map out where we're going to go with this thing, because it's kind of got a plan what we want the page to look like. Because it's not like news or something. We haven't got a system which is just, we say this is how we do news articles. This is a relatively free form site, which is the way I like to do it. It makes it complicated for everybody else. So I'll just save that, gave it a title. It will pick a URL alias. I'd like it to go under Janine, so I'm going to create my own and put it under because this really should go under the Janine Kitson section here, which has got a URL of about Janine Kitson. So I might just give it a URL /Janine and write Sid Cosmopolitan Conservationist.
I think it's in one of your bags.
So that's just picking the page URL. I don't think there's much else you normally have to worry about. You can add it to a menu, which we will here. It's too wordy to go under a menu, really. So this is where you pick where you want it to go. Put it under Janine, and it'll be the first sub menu item under Janine. We can have a look at that. So there you go. So we've created a page, and there it is. See, too long. It's poking off the side of the page. You can't sit there. So ideally we'll go and edit it, and this is what it looks like. Rather, what la-di-da. So I'm trying to create a document library with this thing. So in theory, the first thing I do when I get any new article like that, I keep a copy under the library, whether it be videos or documents or media. Usually Martin likes me to put underscores and all this. It should automatically do it. Transliterated it is. Of course, even, I don't think it's such a problem anymore, but old days, you put a brace in things, it destroys people's computer. They can't download it. So anyway, put dashes everywhere between the words instead of the spaces or thing. That's just a computer nerd thing. There we go. Import that. That's it. Document. You can give it another alias, but it doesn't matter for this case. Go here, save. La-di-da, there it is. So I can copy the URL. You have to click on it first, I think, and then get the URL off here. Got one too many dashes. Copy link address. So then I can go back to my page that I just created, which I can either, the easiest way to get back to the page again is to go back to the side, pick it off the menu, and then push edit down the bottom. It's the editing process that's the cleaner. So we can edit this one here and put a link in it, which is here. It'll search for it, but I already was one step ahead, so there it is. So it is, well, I'll give it the fancy name, very creative. So it was a PDF document here. We can just Australian Garden History. I love the title. Sydney's Cosmopolitan Conservationists. So I can go back to the website. Just give it that. Sydney's Cosmopolitan Conservation. She could call it Garden Society or something like that. That's beautiful. So anyway, that's good for that. So these components here, as I say, you can go a little bit nuts with it and do as many. Oh, there's David Stead. That's pretty cool. I don't know if this picture here is any good. I'm about with a PDF. About all you can do is like screen grab it. It's pretty low res. But anyway, so I'll just screen grab it just to be happy. If they've got a better high res one, then all the better. This desktop. So I'll just call it David Stead. We call it davidstead.png because it's screen grab. Could optimize and make it a JPEG. That's one step further too. But we're keeping some things simple. So I've got these two, image and image square. If you want to put an image square in, then that'll resize it. You can just choose the file here. It does go in the library. Desktop again. There's David. You got to give it an alternative name. There you go. And now I can pick it. It's already picked, so I can click on it. Double click on it, and don't you double click on it, it goes into the thing. Anyway, insert selected. There's your thing. You can give it a caption. It's already full of text, so I wouldn't. Save. I can go back to the document, go preview, like here. Cut and paste. You can add a text block into here. I'm going very quickly, so give me a call if you get issues. There's his title. Like the first thing I'd use these they're called semantic headings. So we can do that. And then save it. I wanted to change this URL. The menu. I wanted to make this shorter. Why don't I just call it Cosmopolitan Conservationist? That's got great alliteration. So we go save. It's relatively meaningless, but it's good. Cosmopolitan Conservationist there. There's his thing. There's David Stead. See, I see the things too grainy. It also needs to be, for that image square, it needs to be needs to fit in the auto crop spot too. Probably should style this so they're lined up evenly too. Although Either that or I could make it more obvious by adding more space up there. Anyway, design, every time I look at it I want to do a new design fix. But we have a page as a result. Janine, Cosmopolitan Conservationist here. We can link this into our e-news, and I can go away and try and make this more pretty as we go. See, I can obviously do a lot more work, but that's a start. Very quick, probably hard to follow start to our editing.